It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's time for Randominity with the Random Kristian Show. Today, the Random Kristian Show is interviewing Fancy Macelli from the Good Wives Network. The Random Kristian Show is brought to you by Mrs. A's famous salsa buena, a unique blended salsa loaded with cilantro and just the right amount of heat. Mrs. A's famous salsa buena is available in stores across Northern California, Colorado, Nevada, and Southern Oregon. To find a store near you, just visit mrsafamous.com. The Random Kristian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. The Advisor is a Facebook group created by Colonel James Neil Broadus, composed of multi-talents such as actors, directors, artists, writers, and more. If you fall into this category, contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. The Random Kristian Show can now be seen on the Good Wives Network, TV for women, by women. The Good Wives Network starts streaming soon over on Roku, Android TV, and Amazon TV. Intro music provided by the Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify and at deadcampers.com. Next week, the Random Kristian Show is having a secret guest. So secret, we don't even know who it is yet. My name is Andy. Now here's your host, Kristian Random.
Hey-o, it is Tuesday. Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Welcome to the show. I'm Kristian. That guy right there, that's Andy. We are the Random Kristian Show, and we are very excited today to have the creator, co-founder of the Good Wives Network with us, Fancy Macelli, which we happen to be on not in the afternoon like we are right now. It's usually at around noonish,
right?
Noonish, yeah. and then late evening.
Right. Yeah.
So,
no, I was checking it out the other night, and I just happened to click on, and sure enough, there we were.
Yeah, we were. Oh, glory.
Right.
Yeah, you said that was with Rob Broadman, the photographer.
Yeah, Rob Broadman, the photographer, and your old classmate.
Yes, my old roommate, classmate, grew up together. Great guy, just man, so super.
That was one of the more fun interviews I think we had.
Well, it's because he liked to talk a lot of crap about me, but that's
Well, I mean, come on, who doesn't love that? So,
Well, yeah, it depends on what's being said, and I know. All right, I'll just.
Hey, it was, but it's always good because again, you meet people at certain stages in their life, and you just can't imagine them as other people. Right. But then you meet someone who knew them when they were someone else.
Yeah.
And it's just always fun, to get that insight of who they were.
Right. Well, it's like my bud Dave Nelson, who was a good friend of ours, mine and Rob Rodman's and stuff. We grew up together. He turned into this amazing surf photographer with his book.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Dual Perspective, which is just, besides all his work in the surf magazines and stuff like that, and skateboard magazines, some of those shots are just absolutely mind-blowing. The things he experimented with and how he made different shots. Him and Tony Roberts, who we're still going to get on the show here soon. Tony Roberts surfing photography. Those guys really set the bar, really set it high. Just amazing stuff. So anyway, we're very excited for that, but not as excited as we are about Fancy being on the show from the Good Wives Network. And next week, we're going to let the cat out of the bag. Next week, our secret guests are several different shows from the Good Wives Network that will be, I guess they're already on, technically. We'll have to get with them about all this. But, they're actually on the show.
Yeah, highlight some of the great shows on the Good Wives Network next week.
So, we'll have 3 different shows on. Actually, one lady has 2 shows that she does. And
2 shows?
Yes. I don't know how
who has time for a second show.
I'm not sure who would, but probably a lot of rum and regret is involved.
We record once every 2 weeks. That's a very low impact show.
with a lot of rum and regrets afterwards.
Well, exactly. It's a very easy show to get through.
I'm just trying to help plug the show.
And I appreciate that. I do.
I don't drink a lot of rum, and I regret that a lot. So
right. Yes.
If you haven't figured it out, the name of the show is Rum and Regrets. So
Heyo.
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 Now, that being said, we are also yes, let's do this right now. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, the Reverend Jimmy Bratcher, blues guitarist, preacher, and he just released this album, Far Enough. Here it is, right here. I'm backwards.
Right.
Far Enough.
Stories and songs.
Yeah.
No. You had it right the first time.
Yep. There we go.
There you go. Far Enough. There you go. Great job.
I need a little rum because I'm having not trying to do this. Right. Jimmy Bratcher's book he wrote called Far Enough actually comes with his new release, Far Enough, in there. Plus, there is a code in here to download it as well. And it's got a bunch of unreleased songs by him. And this thing is blowing up.
Okay.
I almost said album. His disc or new release. Let's just put it that way. I don't know what you call it anymore.
His record? Is his record released?
His LP. Hold on. Let me do the full on.
There you go. Yeah.
His LP just released and it's burning up the charts, kids. Let me tell you something.
Well, that's just amazing, Kristian. Can't wait to get it on the spinner over here and play it for you guys.
Spin it. Nobody spins anything anymore. It's all downloading.
Right? Now let's get a message from our sponsor, Pepsi Cola.
With Mallow Bar.
Right.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Okay, but back to this. Okay, so by the way, this is signed. We are going to be giving this away, but you have to watch the show. This is signed by Jimmy as well. And we're going to be giving this away. So that's a nice little score right there. So if you like blues, you know somebody who likes the blues, you got to check this out. Jimmy is just an amazing guitarist. Oh my gosh.
That'll be cool.
I've seen him play a few times and it's just like, dude, whoa.
Nice.
And I mean, I'm not a huge blues person. I like it. I respect it. But I mean, you sit there and you're just kind of grooving along all the time. It was great.
Yeah.
We're going to be giving that away. So be paying attention. I'm not sure how we're doing it just yet, but that'll be coming up in a couple weeks. So, and we'll announce the winner then. So I'll have something figured out here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We should, if they need to be here to win, we can tell them, put this word in the comment section and we will pick.
See, that's why he's
right.
Far more successful than me. So, anyway, I just wanted to announce that. So please, pass the word around. Even if you just kind of remotely like the blues, there's so many just cool songs, especially on this new album, disc, download, whatever it is. I feel so old farty.
It is.
It's a little ridiculous. But anyway, so yes, Jimmy Bratcher coming up in a couple weeks. But next week, the lovely ladies, and let me just clarify something. Yes, the Good Wives Network is programming by women for women. We're not women. Just so we can clarify that. That's it. It's confusing times right now, and I didn't want to get confused with the Target ad or something. But let me tell you, we're dudes. And we love everyone, and especially chicks.
Right? No,
my wife. I'm just saying. Oh God, we're going down a very
Okay, stop.
Shut up.
Just stop.
Things are getting weird.
Right. We have people who have watched the show say that we have a wide appeal. Well, therefore, and the fact that we are highlighting. Like we don't have a niche group that we highlight. We highlight everybody.
We don't have a niche at all. Because
No,
that's
it
the
really.
first question out of everybody's mouth. So what's your
Yeah.
niche?
Right.
We
Well,
don't
and
have
it,
a niche.
and it's funny how we hooked up with the Good Wives Network is possibly through the manliest man alive.
I know, right? Bishop Stevens, who's
Right.
actually, yeah, you got to check out his page. He's got a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Oh yeah. So anyway, but no, so yeah, we will be on the Good Wives Network as in the noon hour, on Wednesday-ish, and then replayed at night sometimes.
Yeah.
But
when
next
everybody's
week,
asleep and-
next week we will feature more of the shows that we're going to be on the Good Wives Network.
Right.
That will also have wide appeal.
Yeah, we're hoping. Otherwise, we're going to get a
whole
lot of this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Speaking of killing it,
don't use this as a promo for the Good Wives.
Right. We'll probably have this all blacked out.
Cut it.
Like
Cut
Herbie said, "Hey, can't we just fix the new that beginning flub?" And I was like, "No, it went out on Facebook Live, man. It's already out there. It's perfect. This show has no editing, which is the beauty of it. So
some of its charm.
well, yeah, we'll call it charming. Okay, so speaking of charming and weirdness, and we're gonna get into this.
Oh,
we actually need a sounder because this has become a very popular thing apparently that we do on the show now. By the way,
Mark Sowersby in the chat here.
Hey, Mark,
how you doing, buddy?
Let me let's initiate
let's enable
the chat here.
But yeah, I've been waiting for this ever since you showed me. Ever since you mentioned what it was.
There should be people from work watching the show.
Oh,
they will watch it.
They will watch it. Yeah. But we have we're taste testing 2 different things today.
Yeah.
Kristian will be taste testing one thing. I will be taste testing something else. But let's start.
Okay, here let's at least put the crawler up. We got to get a sounder or something.
No, we will. Yeah.
So anyway, I have a friend who apparently a coworker that just does not like me, and he happens to be my boss. And well, if you've seen some of mine, he was the guy that gave me the apple pickle thing or whatever. I don't remember, dill apple. It was horrendously horribly tasting. Tommy keeps blowing up the secret chat and it's cutting everything off. So anyway,
letting us know that everything's working.
Yes, I know. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, all right. I see pickle cotton candy.
Yeah, that's what you're seeing.
Oh.
And
why do we need this?
I don't know.
Whose idea? Like, who's sitting around a table saying, well, you know what I could do? I could flavor cotton candy like pickles.
Yeah. Well, apparently it was Chocolate Storybooks idea. There's
a story? Can you read the story?
No, there's no story. We make great gourmet cotton candy and tons of great flavors, great for party favors and gifts. mygourmetcottoncandy.com. Okay, Chocolate Storybook out of West Des Moines, Iowa. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
And your friend got this delivered special for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, special.
Okay.
I think they found it on Amazon. He's ever since we started doing the taste test thing at work, and I filmed it, and apparently people love it, and so now it's his thing. So
okay, so remember, you got to do it in 2 sections. We got to peel it off. You got to smell it, and try to explain the senses that are happening that are flaring up inside, and then you need to
I don't want to open this.
Yes, you should. Okay, that's
I have to.
I have a feeling that's going to be the best part of this.
Hold on.
For you that is, because you have to actually taste it.
Yeah. I'm just clearing things that are worth money out of the way, so that way if I do spit or throw up.
Right.
Okay. So, and you know what? I was gonna find music for this, but I got out of work late and didn't.
Hey, don't worry about it. Let's just roll with it. All right. So peel her open.
Okay.
Come on.
Figured. I'm just trying to kill time.
Yeah, right. Come on. You can do it. All right. We're gonna do this. All right. 3, 2, 1, and then open. Okay, ready?
Okay. I got it. Because you got to shove your nose right in it, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, open. There's plastic.
Oh, there's plastic.
All right. 3, 2, 1, tear. There it goes. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh, that is the weirdest, not good smell.
Now, does it smell like a pickle?
Oh, now it's not so bad.
Okay. So, but the first was it a little
it was yeah.
Plasticky? Did it feel a little plasticky?
Well, this does. It's
well, yeah, I know that's plastic. Yeah, but okay, so like are you getting pickle? Anywhere?
Oh yeah. Oh, you get pickle.
You get a lot of pickle. Okay.
Well, you get the dill.
Okay.
Oh, dude. Okay.
All right. Now, grab a finger, put it in your mouth.
Oh, okay? I gotta do a big pinch. I can't just do a little.
No. Yeah, no. Yeah. Don't do what my son does when I try to get him to eat new things. Go ahead. All right. Get a big one. Get a big one on 3.
Hold on.
2,
Let me just. I'm just gonna tear some off.
Okay.
And that way, it's just shove it in my mouth, ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, this is not gonna be good. Okay. That's big
enough?
Oh
no, that's ample. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You got this.
Shut up, Tommy.
Yeah, pickle, cotton candy, going right in his mouth, and 3, 2, 1, go. There it goes. There it goes. Not the face you would want in an advertisement. Red alert! Red alert!
Oh, dude. Okay.
I'm gonna pass out.
Oh my God. Oh.
So do we really need you to explain it, or I think we're
Oh, that is the most horrendous taste. I mean, I've tasted some bad stuff, but that's like I mean, you get the dill. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it's sweet and it's I don't know.
Not good.
Oh, it's like bad breath dill.
Oh,
sweet.
That's the thing for me is that there's
and it lingers.
Obviously, there's like sweet pickles, right? And you can eat a sweet pickle, right? But that's not the same sweet pickle.
Oh, that is the worst.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, no, the apple.
Yeah.
And it's hanging on. Oh my God.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, so I feel bad that we get this. That this is one-sided. So I am also going to try hot mustard Doritos. Yeah. Now, let me say a few things about mustard really quick. Okay. Mustard is what I call hold on. It's what I call a companion condiment. Okay. Mustard by itself is just, are you okay, Kristian?
No, I'm laughing at you.
Oh, you're laughing at me?
Oh my God, dude.
So anyway, so I don't like, there's only one acceptable food to dip in mustard, and that's corn dogs. Okay. But mustard doesn't deserve to be by itself anywhere else. It needs mayo to complement it on certain things. But like, it can't just be mayo alone on things. Or I'm sorry, mustard alone on things. So me going to this is big. All right.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. You missed the fancy or the what was it? Tangy ketchup.
Yeah, tangy ketchup. So, all right,
Mm.
I'm ready to open
Oh my
and get the
God.
whiff.
Dude, it's still here. I've eaten 2 crackers and it's still hanging on. Oh,
All right.
that does not look good.
All right. Well, I mean, you get the corn chip smell, but then it's immediately followed by like mustard. I mean, but it's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
no. Oh.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bring it.
I'm going for it.
Do it. Okay, don't ASMR it.
No. All right. I don't hate this. I actually don't hate this.
Really?
That's the smell is awful. Man, no, that's a good chip. And I hate like
on a corn chip.
I don't like a mustard by itself. I detest.
Really? Oh, I love mustard. But on a corn chip.
Right, no, second chip, I got a little more mustard on that.
Hmm?
And now that's not okay.
See, that's why I said you can't just do one bite. You got to do 2. Remember?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So the first one was like not as strong. It was more corn chippy with a hint of mustard. That was like all mustard on that one.
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh.
So I think we can all be in agreement that the Frito-Lay's tasting department is all really high.
Seriously.
Like really high.
Who would do this?
Oh, dude, it's burping it up. Oh my God. This is horrible.
Oh, that was even worse.
Why are you continuing? I have a whole tub of this and I've left it alone. I put the lid back on it.
Oh.
And I'm still tasting it. Yeah. Okay. So, there's that.
Oh. All right.
Yeah. and so there it is. The Tasty Taste testing time with Kristian and Andy.
There we go.
And oh my dear sweet Lord.
Reseal the cotton candy and send it to Fancy.
Fancy, you can have it. Trust me. There it is. Our Tasty Taste testing time with Kristian and Andy. Brought to you by Delicious Mrs. Hayes' famous Salsa Buena. Yeah, that's right. I wore the shirt. I got the shirt.
Hey, no, she's sponsoring.
Yeah, she's our sponsor, and I'll bet those chips would taste even better with her salsa on it. On the other hand, we're gonna burn the hot mustard chips later. Yeah, I threw away the thing.
They're gonna burn. Yeah. No, I'm gonna need Fancy's reaction to the pickle cotton candy.
Oh yeah, yes. All right. Well, now that that's out of the way, thanks. I hope and Doss, I hate you. That's my boss's name. Is Doss. So yeah, and so. Dude, it just lingers.
We're gonna do the whole interview like this.
Okay, Fancy. Well, you know what? Speaking of Fancy and fancy chips and fancy, oh, dude, now my stomach's kind of gurgling. I'm not lying, dude. This may be the shortest show ever.
Not while I'm drinking, please. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, let's put that aside.
Yeah.
And now,
wash it down. Wash it down.
Moved it over out of the way, and there it is. It's gone. One of our big carriers of this show is the Good Wives Network. It's still in its early stages, but it has It's on several different streaming sites. It is a streaming network, and we are very honored to be a part of that, and one of the first shows to be a part of it. Can't wait to bring her back on. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Miss Fancy Macelli.
Hey guys, I am sorry if I am so dark. I blurred the background and now it's even worse. Hold on, let me try not blurring the background. Let's do that.
Oh my God.
For protection services, Fancy will be darkened.
Yeah, right.
For this interview.
Right? Yeah, okay, well that's a little better with the background, but I look weird, but that's okay. Sorry guys, I just moved. Okay. I'm still unpacking my house. It is just a disaster over here. So I basically shoved everything over onto my desk on the other side and then just left it there. So
no, that's okay. Chris just moved and he did a show from his couch too. So we're old pros at this. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, we got this.
Yeah. So
anyway,
it's
your guys' reactions to the food was hilarious. I'm not dying. I think that Andy's was much more comical than Kristian's even. Your facial expressions were hilarious. So funny. But yeah, I definitely try the pickle cotton candy. I've been wanting to try it for a while, but I just didn't understand the whole thing. Now they make pickle margaritas. I love pickles. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm a pickle person. I love pickles, but
yeah,
do we need pickles in everything?
No. Well, I mean, one of my favorite things is fried pickles.
Yeah, I love fried pickles.
I love fried pickles. I love dipping them in a sriracha ranch or something. Just something a little spicy.
Yep.
And great. There's a great place right down the road that does really good fried pickles. So, but yeah, it doesn't need to be everywhere. Just because some parts of it are good, and pickle chips, like those potato chips, totally good, right?
Those are my favorite. I love the dill pickle chips, the Lay's dill pickle chips. Oh my God, they're a weakness.
No, I love that. Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. But hot mustard corn chips. No, no, pickle cotton candy. No, tangy ketchup Doritos. No, we don't need this.
I don't know what's going on over at Doritos.
They're high. They are high. That's all.
Are they going to stay with legal marijuana? I mean, because they've got to be.
Yeah, it's like some guy comes into work all excited. Is like, my 17-year-old gave me this great idea for a new flavor.
My 3-year-old put on these chips the other day, and
right. Yeah. Well, it's just like some guy that really needs that promotion. That's we could do this, guys. Come on. I mean, when Kristian brought on the tangy ketchup ones a couple weeks ago and said that there were hot mustard ones, it was just like, who's thinking of this stuff?
I'm telling you, they're high.
And who's buying it? That's how is this
That's
successful?
What I don't get. I don't understand how Captain D's has stayed in business because who is buying the fish sandwiches there? Who is going there? I don't know a single person who ever goes, hey, you know where I'd like to go today? Captain D's. No, I don't know a single person that does that. So I'm like, how are they staying in business? I don't get it.
I don't understand it either.
I don't know, but I'm still trying to get the dill.
While Kristian brushes his teeth.
Dude, I don't think that's gonna work.
All right.
Drink some milk.
This is absorbed into my system now.
Yeah, no, clearly it's not gonna work because you have pickle flavored toothpaste, don't you?
Oh. Guess who just texted me? Hold on, please.
Is it your boss? The guy who gave it to you?
Oh my gosh, dude.
What?
Newport Jerky Company edible insects. Hold on.
I'm not an
Earthworm.
escargot person. I don't want chocolate covered ants or bugs. No, thank you. I don't want any of those things. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I mean,
hold on.
The only thing I'll eat with legs is crab and lobster.
Earthworm jerky.
No.
What he's showing me is that's what he's ordered.
Oh,
and it will be coming to me.
No.
So, Fancy, this is just a small smidgen of what's going to be on the Good Wives Network.
Whoa! Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys
Oh
are
my
killing
Lord.
me.
Oh my Lord. There's a picture. Hold on. It's downloading.
Oh,
Oh
So
no.
obviously,
wow.
John may have been watching the show.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh
That's
my good
hilarious.
Lord.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
and I just before we
Oh
get
my
into the Good
gosh.
Wives Network, Fancy, what was the one food that you tried that you were just like, why did they make this? Why? I mean, and it was there, and you just sort of like, was there anything that you just like tasted like, why is this even here?
I kind of feel that way about Brussels sprouts.
Really?
Like, no matter what I do to Brussels sprouts, I just can't make them taste good. I don't like Brussels sprouts. My husband is the
Oh,
only
no, no,
person
no.
who can somewhat make them where I can at least eat like one or two. But I'm just not a Brussels sprouts person. And no matter what you do, like they've done the glaze on there. I used to work for BUENA, and they like, saute them and do all. No, I just can't. But
Yeah.
There's a
like, what the heck is
Ooh.
the point of this? Like I don't. But I can't think of anything specifically right now.
There's
Like,
there's a delicate balance to Brussels sprouts. You have to roast
Yeah.
them, I think, for a while. But then the way that I've learned to like them is Brussels sprouts with bacon and mozzarella cheese,
right.
and then you season them with a little. You can get it at Trader Joe's green goddess seasoning,
Uh-huh.
and it comes like in it, and then you need to like it has to like sit in the herb butter too.
Oh my
And then
good
so once you
Lord.
Too much
completely
to actually eat something
right,
that I don't
once you
really care to eat.
yeah. So
Yeah.
once you completely disguise the taste of it, then it's just cheesy bacon balls at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do that with
So-
broccoli. That's how my
Oh, yeah.
children learned to eat broccoli. Was my husband would smother it in, cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
They
just
can't
put a
eat
little
broccoli like
lemon and
regular
garlic on it, and it's good to go.
But my
Yeah.
2-year-old grandson loves broccoli. He just eats it straight. He just
That's a
loves
good
broccoli.
boy. That's
Yeah.
a good boy.
I like broccoli. I do like broccoli.
All right.
I got used to eating broccoli and things like that on the movie sets when I was doing them. So
Okay.
So, I got to go through this list real quick with y'all
Oh
because
geez. All right.
besides the earthworm jerky, which apparently has been ordered, there is also armor tail scorpions,
What?
black forest scorpion,
What?
bug kebab,
Okay.
chocolate covered grasshoppers.
Well, no, you know what? I've heard of those before.
Yeah.
I've heard of the chocolate covered grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just grasshoppers.
Mm.
And then, of course, there's always the very famous and delightful insect sampler 5-pack. This is a beauty. This is for the hikers in the group.
But I don't think this would satisfy the craving.
Right.
Yeah, this is for all the hikers in the group. The insect trail mix.
They're missing out on calling that a sampler infestation, I believe.
That's.
I mean, come on.
Okay, insect trail mix. Jamaican crickets. Only 16
because
left
those
in
are the
stock, by way.
tastiest ones.
I guess.
And then of course there's just everybody's good old round favorite, mixed bugs. Oh no, it keeps going. Good Lord.
How is
Mixed-
this profitable?
Mixed pupae,
Ew!
or Orthoptera mix, rhino beetles.
Okay, you guys stop or I'm gonna vomit here. This is no good. No bueno.
Yeah.
Water.
This is not Mama A's salsa bueno. This is very non bueno.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, maybe with some Mrs. A's, it would be delicious.
No.
Water scorpion and zebra tarantula.
How is this profitable?
I ask myself that about a lot of things. How is that making money?
Yeah.
Like, how did that get funded?
Right. Yeah. Because they're not going out and collecting these. Like they're getting them sourced from. I can't see this as a profitable enterprise.
Well, obviously they're coming in from Jamaica because we wouldn't want French grasshoppers.
No,
that'd be fancy, wouldn't it?
Right.
Oh,
All
There he goes. There he goes.
yeah.
All right.
All right, we're back. And we're back. All right. All right. So Fancy, enough of this vomitous tales of food that I'm going to be ingesting.
If you can call it food, I mean, I guess it's food for someone.
Yeah,
You're right.
someone somewhere.
Yeah.
No, and by the way, I just replied back to the text. I hate you. And so
Yeah.
That's a solid response. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid response.
And when I see him tomorrow morning, I'm just basically going to tell him how much I hate him.
Yeah.
Hate him. Yeah.
So anyway, maybe loathe. Yeah. All right. So
entirely.
Now we're back to the show, and we've got Fancy. Fancies.
Hey guys.
There she is. Fancy from the Good Wives Network with us. Now, let us talk all things Good Wives Network, because we are about to be in full bloom with this streaming network, correct?
Yep.
Okay,
yep, so official launch. I mean, it's up and running right now, and we're on Roku, Amazon, Android TV. Not on mobile devices just yet. We will be probably by the end of June, be on mobile devices and on Apple TV.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
But we're already streaming on Roku, Amazon, and Android. You can get on demand on there and everything, or you can go to thegoodwivesnetwork.com, and our live feed is on there, which is why you guys just pop up randomly at different times.
Yeah. No, and
right now I still have it just running in like a loop of all the different ones. So I just once I get another one in there, I just throw it in there until it. But you guys will actually on Wednesdays at noon is your official, time slot, and then obviously people can catch reruns and on demand as they want to. But
I think I turned on the stream like 7:00 Sunday night, and it was the tail end of one of our shows.
It's really funny because our editor Ray, he says every time he turns it on, you guys are the only two on, and he's like, I don't understand. Don't you ever have anything else on there? I'm like, yes, there's lots of other things. He's like, I don't know. Whenever I turn it on, it's those two guys, and they're laughing and joking, and I don't know. I don't know. So I'm like, well, they've got the most content.
Yes.
So that could be it. It could just be the content. But we've got a great network. I mean, we have morning shows. We've got health and wellness and fitness and mompreneurs and motivational and educational, true crime, all of it, from our daytime content to all the things that go bump in the night. We've got quite a good lineup of shows.
Okay. Excellent. And so now you call it the entertainment by women for women. Now you're I mean, and I will say that the majority of the people on the show or on the network, I should say, are women. But you do have, like me and Andy, there's a couple other guys that are on there. I mean, you guys are equal opportunity, employers, I guess. But and it's, I mean, like you said, there is just a plethora of there is not one certain subject anywhere. You're covering it all, which I think is great. That way everybody has an opportunity for their niche, as you would say, except for us, we have no niche. And
no,
we're a talk show. That's a niche.
Oh, see, we have a niche, Andy. We have a niche.
A niche, your talk show.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
So we've covered all the bases, I think. When I set out to do this originally, I was just looking to fill in where I couldn't with some of the true crime stuff. That was what I was originally starting off. But then I started thinking, well, I don't really want a whole channel of just true crime. I may eventually, but I felt like I was really limiting it by doing that. So I started reaching out to the other different things that I've done in my life. I've done retail management. I've been a server, I've also done network marketing. And so I just started reaching out to different people in different areas of what I've done in my own life and looking for things that I felt were it's all about inspiring, empowering, enlightening women in a time period where I think it's hard to be a woman right now. I mean, it's hard to be a person right now, but I mean, being a woman, I just feel like we're under a very strange situation right now with being women.
Yeah.
And it's something I never thought I would see in my lifetime. But, I started thinking about what does Hollywood offer and how do I want to be different? Because, I grew up in the industry. I love Hollywood. I've been in love with it my whole life. It's all I ever wanted to do. But I mean, there's a lot of problems going on in Hollywood right now. They've got some moral clause issues. They've got, they regurgitate stuff over and over and over again that don't need to be regurgitated. Like, just leave classic movies alone and leave them alone. Like,
right. Absolutely.
Not just do some of those things. And so when I started off with deciding to get this network going, I really kind of wanted to be everything that Hollywood isn't. There's it's just like the gatekeepers have held people at bay for way too long. And these are good, talented people. You don't have to be in Hollywood and on the A-list to be a good writer, to be a good producer, to have good content,
right.
Have a great idea. And I just got tired of it. I just got tired of being told no. And like you said, who made these chips? Well, I feel the same way about TV. Like, who funded this? Who decided this is a TV show? And why can this TV show exist, but my TV show doesn't exist?
Absolutely.
Right.
So I just got tired. And I got tired of hearing no. And I'm not a person who takes no lightly. So I decided, all right, that's it. I'm just going to find a way. And I found a way around,
Right. And now, and you also have your own podcast.
I have a couple.
Right. Okay.
We have the Good Wives Guide to True Crime. We did 2 seasons of that so far. The first season was all about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. In that case, and then the second season we did like these small 3 to 4 episode miniseries on each different case that we covered, and then we would pair that with like a professional in the field. Good Wives Guide to True Crime is coming back on 3rd season for actually going to be the first season on the Good Wives Network. So it'll be the first time that we actually do it with audio and video. We have our YouTube channel. We've done a lot of things over on there. Colleen and I really built that channel up from scratch, the YouTube channel, and there's a lot of good content on there. But so we're going to take a couple of our old episodes from Good Wives, the podcast, and revamp them a little bit. We were originally going to do Moms Who Killed this season, but my partner Christina passed away early in February, and she was really the one who was kind of spearheading that, because what got her into true crime was really Casey Anthony. So we were going to start with that, and we just decided it was just too hard for me or Colleen. We tried trying, it wasn't working. So we're going to put Scott Peterson up. We're going to do Kristian Longo, and then we'll go into Watts. And that's the beginning of the Good Wives Guide to True Crime that'll be coming out. And it'll be me and Colleen mostly, and then maybe some other of our,
your esteemed colleagues,
just kind of co-hosting and coming on guest-wise,
Right.
We decided we made the choice to decide to not replace Christina. But the thing with starting off with those first episodes that we've already done, you guys will still be able to hear her and get to know her, because really we want to dedicate this next year of content to her.
Absolutely.
Guiding us, and I can feel her with me, really working through everything with me. So it just was a hard blow. I mean, it wasn't something we were expecting.
Okay. So now, I think that's great. I think that's a wonderful way to tribute her. We're very excited to see some of this. Now, next week, we're going to have some of the people that have shows on your network. Can you describe a little bit of those to us?
Sure.
So people, at home, again, we have Fancy Macelli from the Good Wives Network with us. I'm also trying to let the people that are listening on the audio podcast version of this so they know what's going on.
So
So yeah, explain some of these ladies that we'll have on the show next week here.
sure, absolutely. So first of all is Brandy. She's one of our old school. She started with us on Gypsy. And she left for a while, and came back. Through our relationship with Christina, I think we found our way back to each other. We were kind of at odds for a while, but we're good now, and I feel like that really happened through coming together and realizing how short life can be. So Brandy is going to be on with you guys now. Brandy, she'll also be appearing on our Gypsy and Nick, America's Sweetheart Murderers, as one of the people that we interview and talk with on that, since she started that case with us in the very beginning.
Right.
She's got a couple of shows that she's going to be doing, more than just even the two, but right now she is working on Rise and Crime and Coffee Time. So that's Rise in Crime and Coffee Time. So basically, that's a morning true crime show. It's a little lighter than our other things at night.
Sure.
It's going to be more of a daily kind of what's happening in the true crime world today, what cases are going on, that kind of stuff, and wake you up with that. So she's got that. And then she has the Redneck Wine Diva, which Brandy is big on wine. She loves wine. And so she's going to be doing is touring different wineries and product reviews and things like that. And
that's
sharing
great.
her love of wine with everybody. So that's Brandy.
Okay.
I love that. What a great name.
Yeah, that's
Brandy's a fun girl. She's fun. She's a lot of fun. You guys will love her. She's cracks up. She's got a good sense of humor. And then there are our young ladies from Lipstick, Lashes, and Lies, which is Love Turned Deadly. That started off as a show that we created originally with a different host, Stella. And when she left, I wanted to make sure that we still got to do it because it was a really great show. And so basically, that's all about Love Turned Deadly. Missy and Morgan are best friends. They're both actresses, and so it's a real good show. I think they're covering the Murdaugh murders. I know they've got Marilyn Monroe on there. They're going to cover Betty Broderick. So they've got quite a bit. Hold on, let me grab this. Oh, this is Rowdy. Say hi, Rowdy.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Hi, Rowdy.
He's a mess. He's my forever puppy.
Welcome to the show.
He still looks like he's like a baby. But anyway, so that's the girls, Missy and Morgan, and then our feature show from daytime, like our anchor daytime show, is these two moms. They're mompreneurs, so they are coaches. They're in network marketing. They do motivational stuff. They teach women how to succeed in business, and they're very successful themselves. But they're moms. They work from home. They have crazy busy lives, and so Family Coaster, Martha and Kim, they basically peel back the curtain to what it's like to be a busy mompreneur. Because people see it and they think it's glamorous and the highlight reel and all of those things that you post on social media, but being a mom, work from home mom, and trying to juggle your home life, your business, your friends, all of that, it's messy and it's crazy. And so life on the Family Coaster is a little bit wild, so so that's the other show. So those are the ones that you're going to have on this next week, I know. And I'm really excited about it. I really want to show the world who these women are.
Yeah.
So,
we are super excited to have them on. In fact, I was since Sunday night, I've been kind of chatting with them back and forth a little bit.
Right.
Now the reason we're getting them on next week is because of the extravaganza that's coming up.
Yes.
So I was hoping you were going to be like, oh my gosh, let me tell you about the extravaganza we got coming up.
I will. Absolutely.
That was a shoe-in kind of thing.
No, absolutely.
And then
I'm trying to tag the ladies though, so that they can at least come on and see that we were talking about them real quick, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
I work with this guy.
Okay,
I'm used to Mr. Multitasker here. Trust me.
Alrighty. So Yeah, we're having it's on June 10th, and it's here in Louisville.
Okay.
First, we're gonna have a cornhole.
Okay. Now wait. Hold.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Louisville. Listen, I don't actually like to say it like that. Okay, I say Louisville. You guys want to hear a funny story about Louisville? All right, so
Yeah.
I met
or
my
Louisville,
husband,
whatever.
All right, no, I know. I met my husband in California in 7th grade. He's from here. He's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
I am, I'm kind of a military brat. I was a little bit from all over, but California is really my home. That's where I grew up. I was there from 6 years old on. That's where I raised my children when they were little, the whole thing. And so when we first got married, I had known him, since 7th grade. We'd known each other for a very long time.
Right.
And the first, 3 to 6 months, really, that we got married, I could not understand where he was saying he was from. I understood Kentucky very fine. And my grandmother happens to be from Paducah. So she was like, right. I don't understand. Can you spell it, babe? And I was like, I don't know. Luvll. I don't know. So I looked at him and I go, hey, honey, can you spell where you're from? And he goes, Louis. And I go, oh, you son of a bitch. I'm like, you are from Louisville. He's like, I go, you don't say it like that. You say it like you're eating it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they say that here. But there's two other places that I think are even more crazy. Is there's a place down where my friend Tori lives. It's called Versailles. Now we all know that is Versailles. I'm sorry. It is named after the city of Versailles. Okay, so I can give you that one though.
If
they're
you are
spelling
France,
that one,
then you'll say it's Versailles.
They're saying it phonetically. But there is a place across the border into Indiana, and they call it VV, okay? They call it VV. It is actually spelled VEVAY. I'm like, in what world is that VV? Where? That is not how you spell VV. That's Vevey. Like,
right.
I would never in my life look at that word and go, oh yeah, VV. No.
Yeah.
No. So there was a whole when I moved to Oregon, there was a whole I got blasted for how I pronounced everything.
Yeah.
So because we live next to the Willamette River, right? And but the Willamette, that's what I called it when I got out here. But no, people say no. The way you get it is Willamette. Damn it, that's how you say it, right? And then
I like that better.
And then there's a place closer to Portland that I thought was pronounced Tigard, but it's Tigered. So I always go Tigered, yes. Right? Like a tiger. Okay. But I mean, even back in California, we live next to Lafayette, right? Yeah. There's 8 different ways to say it. I knew a guy that called it Lafayette, right?
Okay.
My brother down in San Diego, right? Lives next to La Jolla.
Yep.
I know a bunch of people call it La Jolla.
La Jolla. La Jolla. Yeah, La Jolla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Louisville.
I live in Missouri. Even though
there's
it's
an
actually
I with an I at the end of that, right?
But anybody who is, hardcore from here, it's Missouri. And down in the bottom corner of Missouri is Nevada, which we all know is Nevada. Okay. There is no long, and I have this battle with no, it's not Nevada. That's the state. Nevada is the city.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's still Nevada. You're just changing the emphasis on the syllable.
Right.
Or the vowel.
Right. Well, that's what I said about Versailles. I'm if you guys want to be ignorant and call it Versailles, you can do so all you want, but it makes you look a little dumb when you say it.
Right.
Yeah. No, my wife and I honeymooned in New Orleans, and
Raymond Hazen Jr.
Yeah, that's our editor.
Okay. Hey, Ray. Yeah. I'm born and raised in Cali, and I live in Missouri. Missouri. Oh my gosh.
You can't even say it.
It's starting to happen.
But no, pronouncing New Orleans as 2 separate words.
Nolans.
So taboo in there. So taboo down there. Yeah, Nolans. Nolans.
Nolans.
So it's
All right.
NAWLINGS.
Yeah.
Nolans.
Yeah.
Okay. So enough of that. Back to
Let me tell you
Louisville.
about the event. So we are having an amazing little event here on June 10th in Louisville or Louisville if you are from somewhere else. And we will be it'll be starting at Cherokee Park in Louisville. We're going to have a cornhole tournament, lawn games, all kinds of good fun stuff, some lemonade stands, and we'll be collecting shoes for our shoe drive. So if you've got gently used shoes, you can bring them by and drop them off, clean out your closet. They end up going to third world countries, and that's really wonderful to help that out, as well as Stop the Cycle of Abuse program. And then we have a derby party that evening at Patrick O'Shea's in the Whiskey Cellar, and I'm super excited about it because it is so cool down there. So very excited.
Well, wine cellars are typically cool. That's the
yeah. So we're gonna you're funny. We're gonna have out Brandy will be there, the Lipstick, Lashes, and the Lies. At least Morgan will be. I don't know if Missy will make it out. She's not feeling real great right now, but and then Martha and Kim will be there. So it's a meet and greet, of our show content creators, and we're gonna have a couple of these throughout the year, introducing you to different content creators here and there. We were originally going to try and get everybody to come in for one thing, but it just wasn't. Nobody's schedules were lining up. So
right. Well, that happens. I mean, that's just nature of the beast, unfortunately.
Support us. It's $50 to enter the cornhole tournament or to play the lawn games. $10 for kids if they just come with you. That includes, a T-shirt for the cornhole game, and
all this goes to your
So part of it will go to Stop the Cycle of Abuse program, and then the other part is going to go to supporting our network of content creators.
Nice.
So this is a way for them to raise funds for their shows, to elevate their shows. And then our nonprofit, obviously, we're launching that at the same time, which is called Stop the Cycle of Abuse program, or SCOPE. And basically, we are trying to help prevent intimate partner violence or domestic violence, whichever way you want to call it.
Right.
And so basically we'll be doing trainings for law enforcement, social workers, teachers, anybody who comes in contact really with somebody who's been a victim of domestic violence, on what it really looks like, because so often, they're not trained in these types of situations, really. Even police officers don't get a good amount of training on it.
Right.
So they really don't know what they're looking at. And that's how you end up with somebody like Gabby Patillo in the back of a cop car, and 3 days later she's gone, because they had no clue what they were looking at. For those of us that are in the industry, like I'm finishing up a degree in forensic psychology, and a lot of my friends are criminologists and people that deal with this on a regular basis. They're like, oh, you could have easily checked the boxes to show exactly what was happening in that situation. But our law enforcement, social workers, all that, they're not trained well enough on it. Right. And so that is our number one focus, is educating. And then our second focus is really about helping the survivors. I don't call them victims when they've survived something. I feel like that's what they should be known as. And so we're helping out the survivors to get their lives put back together, because a lot of these, and it is predominantly women. I can't say that it's a woman only matter. It's not. There are men that are in some of these abusive relationships with narcissistic women, but generally it's a woman thing. And a lot of these women leave with nothing, no identification, no money, no clothes, no, sometimes they even have to leave their children behind, or they're forced to co-parent with somebody who is abusive. I was asked by a social worker while dealing with our conversations with a captive, Anne, who, we've changed her name to keep her
protect the innocent.
But Anne, I was asked, well, you're telling me how he abused Anne, but how did he abuse the children? And I'm like, that's one and the same. That is one and the same.
Yeah.
There is no there is no definition there. There is no, separation of, oh, he was abusive to the mom, but he wasn't abusing the children. No, that is abusive to the children. And they're being exposed to this, So,
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that's what we're doing. And it's going to be a really amazing event. We have a derby party. Come out, don your best attire. We're going to have a hat contest, and we're going to have a silent auction and all kinds of cool stuff. So it's going to be a real fun event. And if you go to Give Butter, so butter.com/SCOAP, that is our nonprofit site. So,
Okay.
Okay.
I'll type it in here real quick too. But that's
Great.
our nonprofit site.
Yeah.
They can definitely see what all we're doing, because we have a couple other events that we've already got up on the board for this. But this is our first event, and we're very, very, very excited about it. So we'd love everybody to come out and check out what we're doing, meet some of the casts of all the different shows, and support some good causes.
Yeah.
So,
And I wanted to say we will put a link for that on the on our webpage.
Yeah, on our webpage.
This show. So if you click on this show off of our webpage, which is therandomchristianshow.com, you can find all this information out there, and or just go to what's the other one? The Good Wives Network. Oh, I've got it scrolling down here. The Good Wives Network.com. How about that? I was way ahead of the game.
And then I just dropped in the chat the link to our nonprofit site, so they can
Okay.
go over there. You can make an in-kind donation. You can text to give. You can just give a general donation. You can participate in any of our stuff. We've got scavenger hunts coming up. We've got murder mysteries coming up. And we do a lot of it with virtual. So if you're not here,
That's cool.
Yeah, you can participate virtually. And then we're also going to be touring the country doing these. So
wow,
that's awesome.
For Texas, I've got one scheduled for Alabama. So we'll be going to where all of our content creators are, their hometowns, and hosting events there.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Okay,
really
listen, and I want to talk a little bit more about that, but we need to have a little word from our sponsor.
Yeah.
Right here, Mrs. A's famous salsa buena. I'll just throw that back out there.
I got to try that the other day, and it's super good.
Oh my gosh,
so great.
So amazing. It is a delicious salsa blend, and we are very excited to have them as the official sponsor of the Random Christian Show. So let's hear a little word from Mrs. A's Salsa Buena, kids. Hey-o, do you like salsa? Are you tired of pretending you like what the mass-produced companies are giving you? Well, now you don't have to. That's right, Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena is here to treat you right. They got 3 flavors like medium, hot, and salsa verde, all made with fresh, all-natural ingredients in a unique blended, authentic salsa with fresh cilantro and no onions. That's right, no more onion breath for you. It's the perfect complement to your favorite foods like burritos, steaks, flautas, nachos, enchiladas, chicken, and of course, chips. But there's so much more. Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena has gone from a reward for her students now to the shelves in over 500 stores in California, and now it's expanded to Oregon, Nevada, Wyoming, and soon across the US of A. Amazingly fresh, all-natural, authentic, and delicioso, Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena is near you. To find out where, go to www.mrsafamous.com, and you'll also get some great recipes, info, and so much more. Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena. Reward yourself and eat buena. Yes.
There we go.
All right, we're back, and it is the Random Christian Show. We have creator, co-founder of the Good Wives Network with us, Fancy Macelli, returning again to talk all about the network's new show. Well, not new shows, all the shows that are on, basically. Yeah. Now, before we went into the break here, Fancy, you were talking about you're bringing the network basically around to as a virtual experience. Let's describe this a little bit. So let's say you're coming to Missouri.
Yeah.
And
so we're kind of doing both. We're doing hybrid events. These became really popular during the pandemic. People had to figure out, how do we still connect? How do we still raise money for things? How do we do these different things? So, it became virtual events became really popular. And then once they started lifting bans for things, hybrid events became the new thing. So all of our events that we put on have a virtual component, whether it be there's always going to be a live stream straight from the actual event itself. So we'll live stream straight from the derby party, the cornhole part, all of that. And then we are going to actually have an online exclusive silent auction, which is going to have some sports memorabilia and some entertainment industry stuff, some packages, some trips, all that kind of stuff. And you can help out Scope by doing that and get some great, amazing things. Like there's signed guitars that'll be on there. There's all kinds of cool things. Yeah, I'm really excited about what we've brought to the table for the auctions. And then
has Bishop Stevens donated anything, by the way?
He has not, and he definitely should.
Mm-hmm.
I know. We need to get on him about it.
Yeah, let's have a talk with him.
Yeah, we need to have him donate something. Anyway, but then we're also, so we have a couple of events planned here in Kentucky over the summer. But after that, we are taking to the streets, and we're going to be traveling. So one of our first ones is in Alabama. I believe my dog's gonna go crazy here in a second. Don't you bark. Don't. Hi,
dog.
On TV. So sorry guys, my daughter just walked in from work.
Nope, all good.
We're on the show.
Thank you.
Love you.
Yeah.
We're doing it live.
So we'll be traveling to Alabama first, and then I know we have something planned in Texas. We're working on something in New York. We'll probably work on something with you guys in Missouri. So we're kind of just going to all the different areas, like I said, that my content creators are in.
Right.
Louisiana, so probably New Orleans.
So
we've got quite a bit of different places to go, and we're really excited. So
nice. That is so very, very
cool. That is very cool.
We wanted to do it because like our content creators are all around the country, and they can't all come out to Kentucky, and I want everybody to experience what we're doing, and so we are running a nationwide shoe drive with that. So each town that we go to, we'll ask our creators to promote the shoe drive beforehand and collect those, and so and then I'm also hoping to pair that with the trainings that we're wanting to do. So when we come to your area, we're hoping that we'll be able to partner with the law enforcement and social workers in that area to conduct the trainings that we're hoping to do. So
right on. Now I just wanted to make a little side note here. I was going to contribute a pair of my shoes, but I'm so cheap. I own very few pairs of shoes, and I wear them into the ground to where there's like my wife will be like, "We're going and getting you some shoes." I'm like, "These are fine. These are just broken in." She's like, "There's a big hole on the side. That's air. It's air ventilating. It's like a sandal at this point. It's fine. Don't worry about it."
My husband will wear his shoes until there are holes in the bottom, and then I'm like, okay, we have to go get new ones now. But I like these. Well, they're not going to keep your feet very clean or help with protecting them very much.
But they're broken and they're comfortable, and that's the important part.
But that's the important part.
That's
so what
a
we're
guy.
looking for when we do these shoe drives, though, are gently worn shoes. You can bring new shoes, but we don't need new shoes. Just gently worn shoes.
But new shoes are welcome.
Right.
New shoes are welcome, and we will be putting up collection bins all over Kentucky in June and all over the Alabama area. I know that Morgan and them will be collecting shoes as well. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now,
shoes go up there third world countries. So I mean, it's a win-win.
Right. Now the extravaganza that we have coming up on the 10th here, that is in Louisville.
Yep.
Look, I
Louisville.
can't say Louisville.
No, Louisville.
I can't
Louisville.
say it right.
You can't say it the right way. It's fine. It's fine.
Louisville.
Louisville. Yeah, I know.
Louisville.
I don't understand it either. I've gotten used to saying it this way just because when I say it the other way, people just look at me like I'm an alien.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to train myself to say it, but I refuse to say Versailles. I call it Versailles, and I refuse.
No, you have
say
to. Yeah.
I just won't do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, I'm not subscribing to those things. No.
Yeah. It's like me in Nevada. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
That's
So it's going to be in Louisville plus online. So you guys can go to thegivebutter.com.scope and we will actually be posting it live from the event. So it'll be
okay.
fun.
And I was going to say, now, is there a virtual way people can join in on your little extravaganza? Okay.
Yep.
So, well.
Yep. It's all right there at Give Butter. So.
All right. Givebutter.com / scope, SCOAP. And if you go there, you will be able to find out all the information you need and participate when it's going on.
Yeah,
so
we've got a lot of things going on too. Other ways you can support is we are selling the Fort Smith popcorn. So this is the
cool.
bag that you get. They have several different gourmet flavors. This is the kettle corn. So it's I think it's like a 1 pound bag, I think is what it is.
Oh, wow.
that's a lot of popcorn.
That's a lot of pop.
Yeah, except for the
That's a lot of popcorn, huh?
That's a lot of pop.
caramel one and the two caramel ones. They're like 3/4 of a pound instead of an
Oh,
actual
wow.
pound. But yeah, I
No,
really
that should be a pound.
We've got. I know, right? I'm like, so you're tensing us on the caramel? Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
no, yeah,
So
you
we
get
got
a little
come on,
extra
come on.
caramel there. 2 pound
Got the
bag.
shoe drive going. We also have we also partnered with Rada Cutlery, and then you can also, by doing your own regular shopping at Shop, so Shop Raise, if you download the app and you use our little link, and I can give you guys that to put on the page so that they can do so. You guys can buy gift certificates and shop just on your regular like Target and Walmart and all of that. And and a portion of those things get donated to Scope. So so it's really helpful, you know, and that's not even asking you to like spend anything different. That's just you spending your regular stuff that you would buy.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
All
we
right.
tried to make it so that people across the country can support and help, you know.
Wherever they can. Yeah, absolutely.
If you'd like us to come out to your city, you can always drop us a line at the Good Wives at madgingerentertainment.com and ask us to come see you.
Okay, madgingerentertainment.com. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And that's all spelled out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, and we're going to have links for this all on the webpage, just
absolutely.
off the randomchristianshow.com. So you can go right there. Because there is a lot of different little links now at this point.
Oh, I know.
And,
There's a ton.
but that's awesome. That gives everybody a lot of easy ways to get to it.
Yeah, to get there. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Help
Now,
support and be part of our community.
absolutely. My next thing I wanted to talk about, okay, yes, we have all these fantastic ladies coming on next week. Then we'll have Jimmy Bratcher on, the Reverend Jimmy Bratcher. By the way, kids, right here, we're going to figure out a little way for you to win this with the CD and stuff like that. The signed book by Jimmy Bratcher and his CD, his latest release, download and stuff. Okay, going down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
But after that, you have another extravaganza coming up in the future, and we're going to have some more people on from the network. Now, can you tell us a little bit about some of those people, or are we just going to keep that still a mystery?
Well, which one are you talking about?
I guess it's probably all the people that are going to be online.
Right.
But
I'm not sure who that's going to be.
Okay, so yeah, I know it's still in the works. I just wasn't sure if you
but
had
I
some
mean, I
people.
can just tell you, we've got a lot of different shows. So we've got Randy. You're now Randy.
I am
Christian
Randy.
Show, Randy and his Christian. No,
He's
that's
Andy
it.
Fancy
Just do
Pants.
Randy.
Andy
The
Fancy
Randy Show.
Pants.
Anyway, we've got you guys. We have Jeff Ignatowski, who does serial killers around the world, and he also owns the Killers the card game.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's a really interesting thing. And then, I know, for June 10th, I did forget to mention that well-known author Judith A. Yates, she's a criminologist, true crime writer. She will be coming out on June 10th. She'll be signing books. And
Ooh,
she
Oh,
also
that's
there we go.
cool.
an actual presentation called "But I Love Him," and it should be something that every single teenage girl should see. It's
Yeah.
the warning signs and the pitfalls of domestic violence. So we're going to be educating teen girls on what to look for, because it really starts in that adolescent age.
Right.
Right.
And it also, I will reiterate, because been there, done it, goes both ways.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
It
lie. It is more prevalent with men, but lately the rise in the women on the other
Oh,
side
that's been
has
outrageous.
Yes.
Has been a lot. I actually just wrote a paper on that, and when I was talking about earlier, when I was saying that it affects children and people don't consider them to be victims in this, they're secondary victims.
right.
And the study that I was writing an article about was showing that male children who witness intimate partner violence at a young age go from being protective of their mothers to ending up following the same cycle, which is why we're stop the cycle of abuse program, because they become desensitized to it over the extreme exposure to it over and over again, and they are more likely to become abusers themselves.
Right.
However, girls in the same situation go on and tend to become victims of domestic partner violence. So
Right.
Yeah.
stopping this early and educating teens and even younger children on what this looks like and what they should be doing when something like this happens, it will help them to stop this cycle, because that's the only way we're going to do it, is to
Yep.
stop it with the newest generation,
Yes,
and try
ma'am.
to educate them on
Yeah.
how to be better people,
Absolutely.
and what to look for and how to recognize these signs, even in your friends.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that I talk about a lot with domestic violence. People try to say it's a personal matter, it's a family matter. No, it's
No.
an actual human matter. It's not just a woman thing, it's not just a man thing, it's not just a child thing. It's
Right.
a human epidemic.
Right.
Well,
And
okay.
it is across all classes, races. It does not matter. It
Right.
touches everybody in some way.
right.
So-
Yeah. I mean, and it's helpful to educate too, because again, when this happens to somebody, if you're educated sort of in the signs that people distribute as a friend, you can kind of pick up on that and say, hey, do you need to talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that
And it's hard for them to do that. It's
right.
it's not.
Yeah. And but it's helpful to know what those signs are, and to have just a working knowledge of, hey, if you see this, your friend could be going through this, and
Right.
it's so important. And that's I mean, it's such a noble effort, and it's so important. It's so great that this is part
Yeah.
of it.
We really
And-
put our heart and soul into it. It's not the only nonprofit that we're going to start. We hope to start
Yeah.
another one in another
Okay.
couple of years in Christina's honor. She really wanted to
Excuse me.
highlight what was called the Gale Force, the good apples of law enforcement, giving them a place to be able to report things within their own department if they don't feel like they can report within their departments. A place for officers to come and get mental health help that they're not going to be judged for. So we've got a lot of humanitarian things that we are really trying to do. And that was really like, I don't want to just be another network that's just putting out trash content, like
Right.
So I wanted to make sure
Absolutely.
that what we were doing every single show that is on the Good Wives Network. So you've got Jeff with Serial Killers Around the World. We've got EJ Hammond, who's doing comparative comparisons of serial killers state by state. We've got, Martha and Kim, who's doing the mompreneurs. Courtney is going to do, her show is funny. It's called Oh Fine, Fuck It Never Ends. So
Oh.
I hope I'm allowed to say the F word. Sorry if I dropped a bomb.
Where it's PG-13, we allow one, and then we're
Yeah.
out.
It's the name of her show. I mean, I can't change the name of her show.
We'll check it off.
But she's a makeup artist as well as peeling back the layers of her life and showing, she's just had a new baby. We've got Mosley's on the move, and they are a family of 5 traveling in an RV across the country.
Oh, wow.
So we've got, in the mornings, we've got our morning shows with, health and wellness and motivational and
I was going to say, now, you've got some, isn't there even a workout show? Yeah. Okay. So some workout shows to get fitness tips.
So we're trying to get all of that in and up right now. What you're seeing on the network is just a kind of motley mess of what we have,
Sure.
Over this next couple of weeks, we're working on getting all the shows into their time slots, their dedicated time slots. And so that way you can follow along, week by week. But you can also have bingeable content. We're also going to end up having like a Patreon kind of idea, but it's on our own websites.
So, right. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna have all kinds of stuff, and then we're gonna have a bunch of merchandise that you guys can purchase and things from each one of the shows. So we're pretty excited about it all. I really feel like we've brought together some really great people.
Yeah. And you also have anything bacon related. You missed that earlier, Anthony.
Snack Shack, he does a lot of good bacon stuff. So
yes, he does.
That's Raymond, our editor. He also has a show called Scoop Dad's Snack Shack. We've got Dara's Dishes, and then we've got a new one coming out called Meatless Mondays. So that's going to be meatless shows on Mondays.
Okay.
So
like dill pickle kind of things.
Yes, like dill pickle candy, cotton candy, maybe might be on there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cooking with dill pickle.
I'm still eating crackers, trying to get that taste out of my mouth. I'm just letting you know. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's like it just starts lingering back in.
I mean, are you a dill pickle person?
I love pickles. Trust me.
Okay.
But this isn't that flavor. It's
right.
There's dill in it, but then there's other things that it keeps coming.
The flavor, Kristian? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm sure. No,
it is.
The answer is no, I cannot.
I've been trying, and I'm wordless, and that's pretty damn impressive for me because I can talk it up.
Send it to me because I'm the word goddess, so you can send it to me, and then I will very much manage the expectations of our viewers.
Throwing up a dill pickle there. With some sugar and plastic or something. I'm not sure.
I just don't know that it would be a good, like you want savory with salty and savory and sugary go together sometimes.
Yeah.
But somebody asked about bacon.
Not this time.
The first time I had ever heard about somebody making like bacon ice cream was on like Iron Chef. And I was like, bacon ice cream? Like, I like bacon, but ice cream? Really? I don't know about that.
Yeah. No, it's
yeah. I mean, we have really great foods, and now people try to make really great foods into other accessories, right? There's only certain things like I mean, I like everything's turned into a jam nowadays. Like there's bacon jam out there. Like so Tony, I've told this.
You can get peanut butter bacon shakes from Five Guys.
Well, So when I was in college, there was I lived on campus. I lived on campus, and there was a late night sort of bar and grill place, and each night they would do a specialty milkshake.
Oh, no, don't do this.
Yeah, I know. I have to say it. One night there was the tuna fish shake.
Oh God, no! Oh.
I warned you.
And right, and because I am me,
And
I
if
had
you
to try
hate
it.
me or something, like
No,
literally,
no,
why would
like
you tell me that?
this happened because this happened. Like they're you don't need to make good foods that we like into other foods that we also like. Let them stay in their lane.
No,
Keep
I
them
agree.
in their lane, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah.
I
I agree with you. I feel the same
Yeah.
way about TV shows. So,
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
like,
Right?
why did we remake that? That it was fine the way it
Yeah.
was. It was
have you
perfect.
noticed nobody's remade Cheers?
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
If they do, I'm just gonna literally lose my crown.
Oh, I'm going to there's going to be problems. There will definitely be problems.
I just saw today that there's a remake of The Color Purple.
Oh well.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
Why?
Welcome to woke America.
Why?
Right.
Yeah,
It's a
woke
perfect
America.
it's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
It's a perfect movie. You don't touch it.
And I'm all for equality. I believe in you do you. It's your life, not mine. I don't need to do it. But I just don't understand why we have to make everything a political statement these days. I just don't understand it. Why can't we just have regular TV? Why does everything have to have a certain amount of this and that and da da da? If it does not enhance the character in any way, shape, or form, what are we doing it for?
It's because there's no more good ideas out there.
There's no more good ideas.
There isn't.
No more good ideas.
Drawing from the same people.
Except for Mrs. A's famous salsa buena.
You know what? Her salsa is really good. I have to admit.
It's amazing.
My husband makes incredible salsa. I love my husband's salsa. It is the best salsa ever. But I have to say that Mrs. A's was really good. I mixed it with like she told me, because the salsa verde was a little too spicy for me.
What?
And I love salsa verde. Yeah, I used to be able to eat hot things a lot, and now my stomach I can't do it anymore. So I have to cool it down. And so she told me to mix it up with some sour cream, and it was phenomenal. It was a great dip. So
Michael Thomas Angel, they're trying to remake Roadhouse, and that's sacrilege. It's never going to happen. It's wrong, and I will
Dirty
burn.
Dancing. Why did they remake Dirty Dancing?
What?
Did we really need that?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Ocean's 11 remade again? Like, why? Why are we doing this?
All right. So,
why?
All right. So we
I digress. I
was going to say, back to the Good Wives Network.
Where we don't do these things.
we've all gone grumpy old man on the current state of TV.
No, we haven't, because back in my day, we didn't have grumpy old men. We were just grumpy. And then we became old men. And that's the way it was, and we liked it. Okay. Sorry. Okay. It's been a couple months.
Right.
You had to lighten it up a little.
Well, I've been forbidden to use grumpy old man characters.
Yeah, we've tried to retire grumpy old man about 30 times now.
he keeps popping back up.
Well, I mean,
and sometimes like Dr. Evil.
He is useful. Grumpy old man is useful sometimes.
$1 million.
We'll have the whole group liquidated. I'll take the grumpy old man, and I'll have him thrown in a shark tank with laser beams on their heads. Somebody, just do it. All right, push him off this chair. I don't care. Back in my day, we didn't have chairs. Okay, I'll stop.
No.
All right.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So, the Good Wives Network, here it is. Okay, it's fantastic. It's new. It's happening. It's for now. June 10th, they're going to have the extravaganza out in Louisville, Kentucky. And then we're going to have this big party. Everybody's invited. You can even watch it virtually if you go to, where's the website? GiveButter.com/scope, SCOAP. I wanted to make sure I got the scope. I think that's catchy little.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's not the mouthwash scope. It's just SC. It's like soap with a K in it,
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, these are catchy things.
It's funny because it stopped the cycle of abuse. abuse program, and I used the O out of for scope. And every time I write it, like my grammar checker like gets all pissed off at me because I'm capitalizing the O, and I'm like, you leave me alone. I'm allowed to capitalize what I want. Thank you.
We can do whatever we feel. Welcome to Randomity, the bold process of knowing and discussing everything about nothing in particular.
Yeah.
And that's the show.
That's
All
the
right.
motto.
So, Fancy, I want to thank you so much for being here and helping us out. And we're going to have these ladies on next week. And I'm so excited about to get them on because I want to hear more about their shows and what they're doing. Very, 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 very cool. And then we're going to have more people on from the network after that, too. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited for this. There will be links to this on our webpage, therandomchristianshow.com. So please make sure you go there and check it out, or just go to the goodwivesnetwork.com. And I'm sure there's many links right there.
There's links to everything there. All of our sponsors are on there. Everything's good on there. So yeah, you can definitely go on there and grab what you want. And check out all the different things. We have our YouTube channel stuff on there still. We've got our podcasts are on there. We've got information about, scope and the network itself. And we'll be adding more and more things as we go through the process of launching. So, we've been kind of working on this behind the scenes for half a year now, trying to get this all up and going. And we're in our home stretch, and it feels like every day I'm like, is there something I'm supposed to be doing right now?
Right. Yeah.
Because we've been doing so much for so long that now is it starting
to
you've
been going nuts, girl. Every time I try to even talk to you, you're like, blah, 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 and then you'll have 5 other conversations going at the same time. I'm like, I'll leave you. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm a very busy woman.
Yes. Oh, I know. And I appreciate all the time that you give us. And
I literally just have to be like, I don't know. Can you refresh me on what we were talking about?
Right.
I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, it's every conversation with Fancy is a full-on reminder of everything that you just talked about. And then she goes, oh, yeah. And then you get pure focus for about 5 minutes. And she's like, I got to go. And then you're like, right on. All right. So speaking of which, get back to doing what you need to be doing. I know this is later in the day for you. You're out on East time. So thank you so much for being with us and taking the time out. We hope to be a huge part of your success. And we thank you again so much for having us be a part of your network, and very excited for everything. Unfortunately, we won't be able to be at the extravaganza, but we'll get something worked out here eventually. Maybe when you guys are doing your national tour here, we'll do something and we'll get together. I can't wait. So make sure to check it out. The Good Wives Network. Let's go through the list again. Where is Amazon? I always screw it. Amazon.
So it's on Amazon Fire TV, Android TV, which is actually, I've only found that it's on Google Chromecast. So it's an app that you have to download onto these devices. You have to have a device of some sort. So it's Android TV, which is Google, Amazon Fire, so Fire Stick, Fire TVs, and then Roku, Roku devices, or even Roku TVs. And then by the end of June, we'll be on Apple, and we'll be on mobile devices. So,
yes.
If you don't have a device, though, you can always catch the live feed at thegoodwivesnetwork.com.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, guys.
There it is.
Thank you for having me out. I appreciate it so much. You guys have a wonderful rest of your show. And
Fancy.
Thanks so much, Fancy.
On the Good Wives Network.
You are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Man, I swear to God, she has so much going on. It's just crazy. Yeah. I swear. I feel bad when I try and talk to her and ask questions, and because I know she's got 9 other people doing the exact same thing I'm doing, and then she's still trying to get this whole network launched. Yeah. Unfortunately, with the passing of her friend, it's put a lot of responsibility on her as well, and she's trying to follow through. I mean, she said she knows she's there with her in spirit, and I just love that. And I think that's awesome that they're doing a whole year tribute her by
Yeah,
being
no,
that
that's
the
incredible.
podcast
Yeah.
works that way. I think that's just a beautiful way of taking care of that. And
Yeah. Well, and I just love that the outreach that they're doing is that they're not just launching it and hoping that people like they're actually going to go to the communities where the content creators live
right.
and
I was like,
do live.
wow.
Like that's no that I mean like that is something that's incredible because it's like yeah, there's there's a lot of good stuff that happens locally that you just don't know about and the only way to bring attention to that is to do something big and to do something fun and
Absolutely.
it's such a great idea. So
yeah, and it gets lost, especially nowadays in such the shuffle of everything else that's
right.
being shoved in your face to distract you from everything good
Yeah.
in the world. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to help focus on helping people that are doing good. I think that thing about the police and stuff, helping them out, I think that's going to be a wonderful thing as well.
Yeah, that's huge.
There are some bad apples in the world, but most of those guys in the blue, they're putting their lives on the lines for us, just like the firefighters and whatnot. And they really, take a lot of the brunt. And there's a lot of mental distress with those people. And I salute them. And I mean, not that I get pulled over all the time, but whenever I do, I'm always, fairly respectful. I may not be happy about it.
Right.
But, when you're doing a 50 and 35, you try to be as polite as possible.
Yeah.
Even though you really have to use the bathroom. The same, and the house is right down the street.
Right.
I get it.
They're doing their jobs.
That's their job.
Their jobs.
Absolutely. Or maybe a little late to work someday or something. But that's all in the past.
Yes.
So,
right.
But what's in the future is a gentleman I think we all know.
Yeah.
And we all have been waiting for because he's got a lot of special stuff coming up for us. And I think you know who I'm talking about. He's right here.
Here he is. The man.
Maybe.
The myth.
Oh, that's the wrong graphic. I went.
The man.
The myth.
The legend.
Do you like sports? Do you like your sports in your face? Do you like to know the truth about your sports? Well, now it's time to get real and get truthful with all things sports. That's why now, on the Random Kristian Show, it's time for the man, the myth, the one who brings sports all to the interweb world. It is time for Tommy the Truth.
There he is.
Yeah.
Tommy the Truth. The man, the myth, the legend. What is that a cow chip?
No. I retired from cow chip throwing. Do you know what this is? This is a plate, and what this plate represents is the crow that I just had to eat for the Nuggets beating the Lakers. I just finished it, and as you can see, if you guys take a look, I licked it clean. There is nothing left. Because I'm disgusted with myself that I would actually pick the Lakers to beat the Nuggets. I'm happy for the Nuggets. First time they've been to an NBA championship round in their whole entire life. They've never won a championship. They never won an NBA ring. So I'm glad for them. But this crow tasted like crap.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure somebody here said that the Nuggets would win.
And who was that?
Is that you, Kristian? I think
was
that was
me?
you.
Oh.
I think that was you.
I believe it was you, and I believe, Andy, you picked the Heat, right?
That's right. You did.
I do want. Yeah, I did want the Heat to embarrass LeBron in the finals, but I'm equally happy. Right. I'm equally happy that Denver completely embarrassed LeBron in the Western Championship.
Dude. All I heard about at work was, poor LeBron. Like, Nobody cares
the
about
thing
him.
I'll say about LeBron is this: he left it on the court. His ankle's busted. He's gonna have
Yeah.
surgery. He scored 40 points. He did everything he could.
No, yeah,
he did everything
played
he
really
could.
well.
I'm gonna send this to LeBron.
Yeah,
There
the
you go.
pickle cotton candy.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
what you
man.
ate there. No,
Oh.
I think what you ate there earlier is probably worse than the crow I had, even though I cooked it well
Probably.
done. I cooked it well
Probably.
done.
I just
Yeah.
burped some up.
But you know
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
about the Nuggets, I'm happy for them. I mean, the greatest thing the Nuggets ever done was in 1994 when they were the 8th seed and they beat the 1 seed in Seattle. That's their claim to
Yeah.
fame.
Yeah.
They've never been to a championship round, so I'm happy for them. And I really feel no matter what happens tonight, we might see a sweep tonight with Miami.
Yeah.
I think Denver, I have to look at them and say they're the favorites to win the championship now, to me.
Yeah.
I would think so. To how they handled the Lakers, like that was, I mean, but although the Heat are doing something similar to the Celtics right now. So
Yes.
yeah, but it's always exciting when a team that hasn't gotten to the finals gets to the finals, because
Right.
I think that no matter what your team is, then you can root for that team to win, unless you like a rival, right? But I mean, like, yeah, I think I'm
I
excited.
love
for
underdogs. I like
Yeah.
the teams that have never won anything before. So I'll
Yeah.
Denver.
I'll probably be rooting for the Nuggets. What really irritates me when I get in my DMs on Facebook, all these people saying, "Oh, we predicted the sweep." There's nobody on either playoffs that's predicted the sweep. No one predicted what's happening right now.
No, but I did well.
No, you
And
did.
I'm not even going to say I really picked them to win. I just said I want them to win because I can't stand the Lakers, one, and I can't stand LeBron James, two. So,
Yeah.
Right. Well, all these DMs. Oh, I predicted the Lakers would lose 4 games to nothing. I go, no, you didn't. Nobody did. Nobody saw that coming.
Right.
Nobody saw it.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, either one of these series, they have nobody had this. Nobody had this, and of course, yeah, there's still tonight's game, but still, the way it's gone is just being complete reversal of what anybody thought, and I think it's awesome.
Most of the time,
it's not a 7-game series.
Right.
Yeah, I want to know when the last time both the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals ended in sweeps.
I'd have to look that up. I don't know. I don't know. I think it probably happened before, but it may have never happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't.
I happen to have Google up, so I will. I will research that while we're talking.
Okay. All right, but yeah, it will be super exciting if the Heat sweep.
And the thing about Djokovic, or not Djokovic, that's tennis, but Joker. They both call him Joker. Djokovic in tennis, they call him the Joker. Joker and Murray and Gordon got it done. And the thing is, he's won the MVP the last 2 out of 3 years. So if he doesn't win an NBA championship, it's almost going to be a wasted season for the Nuggets. You got to win a championship when you're winning all these MVP awards.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I don't. It's hard to say because as a Warriors fan, like Steph was in that bracket for a long time.
Yeah.
And so when they finally got good and they started winning championships, then everything sort of fell into place. So I just think with Jokic, I just think he's like it's starting to get there for him. So if he doesn't win this year, I don't know that it's a failure of a season for them. I think that they're on the right path and they're definitely the team to beat moving forward. So
I think most Nuggets fans, the way they're talking, and I talk to a lot of people in Colorado, it's like, we got to win the championship this year. We're there. And I go, we might not make it back ever. So I think when you get there, you have to win because there's no guarantees of going back, even though Denver has, Djokovic is a great player. They got a pretty good supporting cast. I like their coach. They'll probably be back in the running next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I worded this wrong. Hold on.
Okay.
Yep.
I think they're built. Yeah.
Built to last, right?
I definitely think they're built to last.
I want to talk about, too, with a little bit of NHL. Both my teams are doing great. Vegas is up 2-0, and Florida's up 3-0. And I said Vegas over Florida in the finals. 4-2. And they look like that could be a sweep. And I'm shocked. I mean, everybody's pulling out brooms. NHL, NBA playoffs, it's all about the brooms right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's cleaning up.
So to go back on my question on what I said, never has it happened since the conference finals have started back in 1971, there
I
has
was gonna
never
say-
been there's never been dual sweeps.
71.
the-
That's a long time ago. Wow.
No,
Yeah.
there's nothing in here, man.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, how many-
71, you looked it up. What were the teams? Does it say the teams?
No. So it's never
no,
happened in NBA.
Oh,
it's
it's
never
never
happened.
They started doing the conference finals in 71.
Yeah, this has never happened.
So,
Wow.
so it's never happened. So yeah, it's funny. It's
Way
I
to
don't
be
know what
on
you're-
it, sports guy.
well, hey.
I can't do everything. I got more stats for you in a second.
Yeah,
I got some stuff for you.
So the Google says right here, it says if the Heat and Nuggets both win their next games, then both conference finals will end in sweeps. That has never happened in the conference finals in NBA history, going back to 1971 when the conference finals first started.
Wow. And I know the NBA
crazy.
commissioner, the money type thing, because it's all about money. They want to see these series go 4-2, 4-3. And they're probably like, I don't want sweeps because they're kind of losing money. But hey, that's the way it is this year.
Well, I get, but and I said this too. Like you're not losing any time if the Heat sweep tonight. Like you can start the finals right away. Yeah, you're missing out on
Money.
what six games potentially, right? Advertising stuff. But I mean, at the same time, to have a historically sort of poignant conference finals happen, right? And to a team that hasn't done it before, right? I think that's the exciting part of it.
Yeah, I think they're bypassing maybe the history of it, but in the end of the day, whether it's NHL, anything that has 6-7 game series, NHL, Major League Baseball, basketball, they love to see, the owners, the commissioners love to see the series go longer because they make more money. But yeah, it's significant. It's significant. If Miami can pull it out tonight and get a sweep, it's history.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm typing in what are the odds of the Nuggets winning the championship? There it is, right there.
And one thing I want to talk about, guys, something that really saddened me. My dad would talk about this player all the time. He retired around the time I was born, 1966. Jim Brown died.
Man,
yeah,
passed away.
Dude.
And
you want to talk about a dude? That is a dude. He's a dude's dude. I mean,
that's a grown ass man right there.
Right. Yeah.
That's a grown. Now, this is the thing. Let me tell you some stats, guys.
Oh, yeah. Give us
6'4", 235. He was a man amongst boys. And back then, the passing wasn't as prolific as it is now.
Yeah.
They were created, the defenses. They told all 11 guys, stop that one man. And they couldn't do it. Never missed a game. In 9 years, all NFL 8 times. Made the Pro Bowl every year, okay? 2 records that he has. Can you guess the 2 records that he has that I don't think will ever be broken by a running back?
The yards carried.
5.2 yards per carry.
Average per carry, yeah. And that's because he played, I mean, how many 100-yard games did he have?
Okay, here's the other stat. I don't think this will ever be broken because we're going to a passing game. He is the only running back to average over 100 yards a game for his career. That's insane.
Whoa.
Dude, yeah. Like Marcus Allen, Marcus Allen was on his way, but then Marcus Allen became more of a receiver as well.
Yeah.
And so he's because they found out he's got good hands, so let's throw him the ball. And so they started throwing him the ball more than they did running. But Marcus Allen was on his way to starting to break some of those records. And then they just, I mean, things changed up. And then, of course, Al freaking Davis.
Well, but now the every down back doesn't exist anymore.
No,
it's all platoons, or there's, first and second, but then you have a third and fourth down back. Right, it's a different game than.
And this is the thing. I saw an interview with Jim Brown. I mean, he never missed a game in 9 years, and they would always ask him, "Did you play hurt?" And he goes, "Let me put it like this." He goes, "Every time I get hit, get tackled, I get up slow the same way each and every time." He goes, "Why? To fool the defense. I didn't let them know I was hurt. I would get up the same way each and every time, very slowly, so they never knew I was really hurt." So he goes, "What do you think?" I didn't hit, play a little bit hurt or banged up, but 9 years straight, incredible.
Oh,
I mean,
that is amazing.
And of course, he retired a year early. Art Modell wasn't happy to be an
Right.
Yeah.
actor. He was supposed to play one more year, and he goes, I'm going to go ahead and I guess Art Modell got accepted. He wasn't in training camp. He goes, I'm not coming to training camp. I'm doing a movie. And he said, and Art Modell got upset, and he said, you know what? I'm just going to, from the movie set, he said, I'm going to retire, and he retired from football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who made the smarter decision there? I'm gonna say Big Jim.
I think he was doing a movie with Raquel Welch. That one he did. I think that was it.
Was it, or was it
The Dirty Dozen.
Dirty Dozen? Oh my gosh! I almost said The Dangerous Seven. I don't know why.
It's funny. The one movie that sticks out for me. I mean, he's been in a ton of movies, obviously, but because they shaved off his mustache for it, was The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he had that weird flat top too, because it was futuristic and everything, but it was like, and like it's like, it sounds like Jim Brown, but is that Jim Brown? It's like, oh God, that's Jim Brown.
because you're just like, I don't know.
I always thought we were talking about movies being remade. I saw the remake of Total Recall crap. I heard they're going to try to do The Running Man. Don't do it. Leave it alone.
No.
Richard Dawson. Who are you going to get to replace him? The perfect host for that game show. Who are you going to get? Hollywood is so... I'm going to go a little bit off topic. Hollywood, the writer's strike right now, they just... I hope they get their money. They deserve it. But it's like everything's being regurgitated. They did redo
They're not writing.
Roadhouse.
They're rewriting.
Roadhouse is redone. Now, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. Great actor.
Yeah.
But he's taking Patrick Swayze's spot, and then Conor McGregor is playing the villain. So they did redo Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to get back on topic a little bit, the 2023 NBA championship odds. Denver Nuggets, new favorites to win title. There's been a mile-high shift to the West when it comes to the odds to win the NBA championship. The Denver Nuggets have moved past the Boston Celtics as the new betting favorite. Negative 333 at Fox bet $10 to win 13, basically. So to win I would think the odds would be a little bit higher than that, wouldn't it?
Well, because they don't know who they're playing yet.
Yeah.
So.
I guess that's
after
true.
tonight, then you'll get the real odds to see what happens tonight. If Boston can, get one game in, then it's going to continue. But we'll see what happens after tonight.
Okay, so now let's throw this out here just to jump back. I know I'm backtracking, but okay. Boston wins. Okay, Boston comes back, wins. Nuggets, Boston. Which one?
It's not going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen. Nobody's ever come back from 3-0. No team's ever done it.
Yeah. So it's
really no team.
No team, I believe, has ever come back from 3-0. 3-1, but never back from 3-0, I believe.
Yeah.
What I read anyway.
Google it.
It's 3-1. 3-1.
Yeah, they've come back from 3-1, not from 3-0.
Right.
Googling.
I just don't see Boston winning 4 games in a row. That's
no.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I could see them making it a 7-game series, but whatever.
No,
I think
playing out of his mind right now.
I think if either team, I really think Denver's got so much confidence. I think they can beat either team.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like serious. I'm gonna say I'd be putting if I had some good money and I knew a place to bet. Not that I don't, but I'd put money on the damn Nuggets, dude. They're
I
on
think
fire.
the better series will be Denver against Miami. That would be the better series that people would want to see too.
Yeah,
and I think they've got a coach that's keeping them focused, even though they're enjoying the hype, and they're living that hype and they're feeding off of it. But he's keeping them. It's kind of like Kerr back with the Young Warriors. He kept them focused, even though they got a little crazy at times. He kept them right in line and said, no, keep right here. Don't do this, don't do that. Just stay focused on what you got. Enjoy the wins, but keep the goal on, keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, I have a question. Warriors fan over there.
Yeah.
Do you want Draymond Green back, yes or no?
Yep.
You know what's funny? Okay, you know what's funny is that Draymond is one of those sort of polarizing players that you love it when he's on your team, but you hate it when he's against you.
Right.
It's kind of like how Phillip Rivers was for the Chargers, right? Like
Okay.
Chargers fans loved that he was their quarterback, but you hated playing against the guy because he seemed like such a jerk to anybody who wasn't, but he was so good too, right? So honestly, like the stuff that comes with Draymond, like I have a feeling that if Draymond wasn't on the team this year with the thing against the Lakers, but they had someone that could play defense like Draymond, we wouldn't have been fouled as much, right? Or we wouldn't have committed so many fouls or so many fouls called against us, and it would have been a more balanced series.
Yeah.
So there's a
I
lot of
think-
baggage. There's a lot of baggage that comes with Draymond that you sort of you kind of bottle it up and you're willing to accept it because you guys are winning.
As long as
But-
he's not beating up his own teammates, he can't do that anymore.
No, exactly. Well, I don't.
You got to beat up the other guys. Don't beat up your
Yeah.
own teammates. Don't do
Right.
that.
Okay.
I definitely don't see Poole on the team next year.
Okay, but now the thing is, okay, yeah, there's that. But you know what? I almost like the fact that he did that because, one, he's saying, listen, man, this is how it is. And this is
Yeah.
how we're going to play. All right. You're going to come at me. This is how it's going to happen. All right. I'm not backing down. I don't back down against my own team player. I'm going to definitely not back down against them. All right. So come at me. That's fine. But be prepared to take what's going to happen to you. Okay. And then, dude, I'm telling you, if I'm on the opposing team and I'm looking at him while he's doing that, I'd be like, Coach, I'll sub. Let's go. I'm not going up against him. He's going to take me out. And,
Yeah, I just think I said you got to control it when it's your own players. You can't be punching your own players in the face. You can't be punching guys out. That's like, you can't do that. And, be careful with kicking other players in the balls. You can't be doing that anymore. I think they're going to be watching them really close next year if he sticks around because you can't do stuff like that. Because if you get suspended, you hurt your team.
But and just for the same reasons Andy said too. I mean, you don't want him on another team because then he's going to come at you 10 times harder.
Right.
All right. So listen, let's okay, we're gonna be real cut.
I'll say this: I won't be surprised if they make a change and he might be gone, but we'll see. I won't be surprised.
No, I'm not saying that he's gonna be
might
there,
be gone, but
you never know. But I think it'd be good for him to be there. Just a quick note: 3 NBA teams have evened a series after being down 0-3, only to lose in Game 7. All 3 teams were the visiting team in Game 7. To date, there has never been a successful comeback from an 0-3 series deficit in the NBA. Nuggets also have overcame a 0-2 deficit to win a best of 5 series in the previous round. So
it's just 4 games in a row that Boston would have to win. I just don't see that happening. It's just too much to overcome.
I for some reason, and I'm actually looking through it like most sports. I don't see it happening in any sports.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the stat that you guys looked up about, there's never been 2 sweeps. That was really interesting. Getting that looked up.
That is that's pretty crazy. So this is going to be really cool. Either way, I'm picking Nuggets. I dig what they've got going on and the way they're running. And dude, Jim Brown, I mean, icon. You not only it's just football, but the acting, just the way he is. He stood up for civil rights. He stood up for black rights. He stood up for human rights and was just an amazing man, amazing player.
Yeah, he tried to help kids get out of gangs. Dude, he's in the lacrosse Hall of Fame. I mean, all around athlete. He played basketball. He could play anything. He could anything.
Play and do it damn well.
Yeah,
and that was the way he was, man. He's just, I'm doing it full hardcore. So
there's not going to be anybody else like him.
No, there isn't. There really isn't. Those kind of guys are rare breed, and I think it probably ended with him. It's sad to say, but I think it ended with him. You're not going to get other guys like Teddy Roosevelt. You're not going to get guys like Jim Brown. You're not getting these kinds of players ever again.
I would say he's in my top 3 of the greatest just football players of all time, not just running back. He's up there with the greatest football players of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just great as people. I mean, like I said, all the things he did just on off the field, the acting, whatever. That's just a fun thing for him, I think. But he did so much more, and he deserves every bit of credit that he gets.
And especially at the time in the 60s when he was doing it, how tough that was for African American players compared to you see guys now.
Oh yeah.
They don't do as much as probably he did back then.
No.
He's really he walks the walk. He talks the talk and he walks the walk. And some players nowadays, they kind of shine away from all of that stuff and stay away from it, but he didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he stood right up into it. All right, Tommy, man, thank you so much for bringing all this, and we are very stoked that you brought this in. Next week, what are we going to be looking forward to, man?
Well, I'm pretty sure by next week we're going to be talking about the NBA finals and the NHL finals, and I really want to talk more about professional boxing, the state of it, what it's in today compared to when I used to watch it in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Yeah.
I saw a very bad decision on the fight, on the Haney fight, that could have gone either way the other night. The scoring was a little nuts, and I don't think boxing is the same way as it used to be back then. Now I want to talk about professional boxing.
No. Yeah, dude, I'm down with that.
Good topic.
Nope, I like it. I like it a lot. Tommy, we got to get going because we're going to run out of streaming time. So anyway, brother, thank you so much. Keep that plate clean. Let's stick with the Nuggets, and we'll go with it from there, brother.
Yeah, I won't have to eat any crow anymore if I just stick with the Nuggets.
If the Nuggets win, we all need to eat a plate of chicken nuggets.
There we go.
I'll do it. Do it on air.
Yeah.
Do it on air.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me the truth.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you, brother. We'll talk to you next week, man. Have a beautiful weekend. And for that guy right there, I'm
For this
Kristian.
guy.
Next week, we've got our guests from the Grand Wives Network, the Good Wives Network.
Good Wives Network.
Several different hosts will be on the show with us. Very excited about it. So please be a part of this. And again, thank you so much to Fancy Macelli for being a part of the show. Hey, kids, we love you all so much. Be good to each other. Take care of each other. And don't forget, we're all we got. God bless you. We love you. And we got to find where you hid the end credits.
No,
Peace
I
out,
didn't
kids.
hide them
We'll see you
anywhere.
next week.
They're right there.